G'day everyone, and welcome to Griffinix Tabletop Miniatures. Today, we're having a look at the Einhyr Hearthguard for the Leagues of Votann for Warhammer 40k. Now, let's have a little look at the sprues inside so we can have a quick review of the model. Of the models in the set. Alright. Let's get this all out. Let's leave the box over here for a moment. Get your bases, as you would expect. Now the sprue. These are rather nice. Quite a lot of parts for such a small little model. They're kind of like little dwarves or squats in Terminator-like armour by the looks of it. See closely here, you can see some of these nice little faces, or heads I should say, but obviously they've got nice little faces on them, and some of them are quite detailed, as you can see. Like you've got little ridges on their heads here, and you've got like a mechanical thing sort of going on this dude's face, and then these ones have got like mohawks and some facial hair. It's very cool. And you've got some ridges on this female head here, and mohawks on these two female heads. It's nice that they have female heads. It's nice to see that variety and that inclusion in their kits for their range. And as you can see, you've got like the some of their weapons there. You've got the plasma something or other. I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but I'm sure in time I'll learn all the names. You've got the plasma sword. The grenade launcher that goes on their back. Yeah, some of the helmet options. Concussion gauntlets, I think they're called. Yeah, and then you've got the Volkite weapon here. Some different options to go on the back of the commander or sergeant-like model. Forgive me again, I'm not sure what they're called. I know they're not called a sergeant, but clearly they play that type of role, leadership role. So yeah, important to have them in your squad. And you've got what appears to be the head of a horse and the head of a ram on the top of those. That look quite nice. I think for mine I'll be doing some kit bashing and making it a little different, but that's what I usually do with a lot of my miniatures. And I've got some ideas of what I could replace on there, perhaps from the Fire Slayers range. Anyway, that's that first sprue. The second one is fairly similar. Again, they're absolutely great detail on these parts. It's just, they're very nice, very crisp. Even got these little runes like on their ankles and on their legs, rather, just above the ankle, which is really nice. You can see the little bits of detail in their back, on their backs, on their chest pieces as well. No, it is rather nice. Yeah, very impressed. And of course, as per usual, in any of Games Workshop's kits these days, we have a nice modernised instructions. Being a new kit, obviously that's expected. And a nice transfer sheet, which allows you to have quite a few different transfers you can put on your model, particularly if you're doing something like any of these particular leagues, like the Great Arthurian League, or the Trans-Hyperion Alliance, the Urani Sutta Regulates, the Ymir Conglomerate, and the Cronus Hegemony. Just a couple of examples there, or a few examples there that they give you there as choices for what you could put on. But I'll be going with a custom one, so I might have to invest in printing up some of my own transfers, but for now, I'm sure I could make use of the numbers. But yeah, I might have to come up with a symbol and stuff, and some lettering or something. Yeah, be nice to follow the theme though of this type of interesting font they've got going on. Yeah. Now, let's have a look. And yep, obviously everything's there. We've got our bases, we've got the transfer sheet, and we've got the two sprues there identified on the contents page. And you've got a little example down the bottom here of the whether you build the commander model or the one as an additional sort of regular one for the squad. And the commander can have this nice concussion hammer, I believe it's called. And you've got some examples here of the built models. The top ones have got the plasma sword and the Volkite guns of some kind, and then the similarly down beneath that you've got the plasma gun instead of the Volkite. And then you've got the other options for the for that there. You can either have the plasma sword or the concussion gauntlets, I believe they're called. Yeah. As you can see, you've got a number of interchangeable heads for the Einhyr Hearthguard mentioned there above, and you've also got the helmet options, which is very nice. Then you've got the commander and their options. So you can either have the concussion hammer or the plasma sword, or then again you could also choose to build the model as just an additional one to your squad. If you want to, say, take a, say you've already got some and then you buy another box, so you can just add 2 and make 10 as opposed to 5 in your squad, things like that. As you can see, the parts are very simple, but then again they are also keyed to particular miniatures, so I recommend that when you build this model, or any of the models in this box, that you follow the instructions very carefully and just take out the bits that you require and make them one by one, as opposed to how some people used to make their Space Marines and things of that nature back in the day. With the old Firstborn Marines, you could pretty much take out almost every part for the whole squad and just interchange between it. It didn't matter so much. You can see the options for the back of the sergeant, or it's not what they're called, Hesir or something, is it? Hesir, something like that. Got like a horse and head and a ram's head. Very cool, and you can choose a male or female head or a helmet. The example they've given there, I'm pretty sure, is a female head. And again, just as you go along, obviously options for the Volkite weapon or the plasma. Concussion gauntlet or plasma sword or blade or whatever it's called. I do like them. I think they look great, and some people, not everyone, likes the chunky shoulder pads, but I kind of do. I think it makes them look unique, and given how smooth like Space Marine Terminators and Space Marine, generally Astartes armor is, it's nice to see that these, yes, they are smooth, but they have a sort of blocky texture to them. Which gives them that even more unique look, and it's at the same time, I think it also helps to make them look, in some ways, more advanced. Like a more futuristic sort of version of what the Imperium could have been. Yeah. Again, be careful with parts like these. Don't cut off the bits that connect in, and try not to bend or break them. Just be gentle and take your time. And if you do that, I'm sure that you will have no problems. Fairly sure. Yeah, then you got the last one here on this page. And when you've done all that, you've pretty much built them. And the last step is to put these grenade launchers on their backs, which I really like. I like the little grenade launcher on their backs. I think it's fantastic. I think I'll need a bigger drill piece though, because I want to drill the bits out in the guns, and I think I'll need a slightly bigger one for that. Yeah, I might have to pick one up. But you don't have to drill them out if you don't want to. Like with any of the guns, you can just leave it as it is. But yeah. And again, on the back you've got some information about the the stats and stuff for the dudes and their weapons profiles and whatnot. For that of the Einhyr Hearthguard. Now I'm quite excited to build these. I think I'm quite a fan of these. They're probably my favourite squad unit out of the Votann range, or Leagues of Votann range rather. And yeah, I can't wait to put them together and then start painting them, base them up, and show them off here on the channel in the future. What do you guys think? Or you people, rather. When I say guys, I'm not referring just to men, I'm referring to everyone. Just a turn of phrase. What do you think? Do you like the Einhyr? Do you think they suit the aesthetic for the Leagues of Votann? Do you think the shoulder pads are too big? Do you think they're fine the way they are? I know that's caused some controversy with some people. Be interesting to know what your thoughts are down below. And yeah, have you got this model, this kit? Will you be getting it? Have you even thought about collecting Leagues of Votann? No matter what your answers are, I'd really like to hear them in the comments below. So that'd be, or read them rather, in the comments below. So please feel free to put them down there. And anything else you might like to suggest for us in our future videos, you can also pop them down there. And yeah, I can't wait to get them started. That's for sure. It's always nice having a new kit to build and to paint and to get onto the table and have a game with. That I can't wait to do. Even though they've been nerfed a bit, some of the models there, some of the rules. I'm still really looking forward to giving them a go, giving them a whirl. Yeah, I'm excited. If you liked this content, please feel free to give me that like and to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can stay up to date with all the future releases of my videos and content here on this channel. I thank you very much for your time, and I'll catch you in the next one.